Good morning. Welcome back, or welcome to Dynamic Balance. To those of you who joined me last night for my Tuesday night live class or in-person class, what a gorgeous start to the term. Yeah, so many people, so amazing. It's so incredible to be in the room with ye, my students. It's just wonderful. I get thoughts and ideas that I never get when I'm here all alone by myself. So that richness from last night is going to start pouring into our classes, which is really exciting, because that's really how it all started, was teaching with people, and then I took it, as we had to go online. But yeah, there was a depth of feeling and connection that emerges with in person that so loads of ideas, loads of thoughts. And so come lie on your floor, or I'm going to lie on my floor, and let's begin. Come. Yeah. So land again, arrive onto the floor, feel your shoulders, and even unpack your shoulders a little bit. So you widen your shoulders and reach your arms out wide. And then just let that space really influence how you take a breath. Just let that soften into your chest, soften into your belly. Are both arms even, or is one more something than the other? Is one less than the other? Nice. And then begin to rock your knees from side to side and keep your focus on your shoulders. And so as you rock from side to side, do your shoulders stay on the floor? And so I'm going to ask that you keep your shoulders on the floor as you rock from one side to the other. And as you go, you're creating a limit then on where your hips can travel to, because anchoring your shoulders will limit your hip movements. So just feel that. I feel it now moving into the sides of my ribs, because my ribs are starting to open to allow my knees travel down more rather than my shoulders travel like a chunk. So just feel that. Leaning into new places because you've anchored your shoulders deeply to the floor. Yeah, now the curve of my spine is giving me more space. The side of my waist, the deep of my belly is changing. Nice. Come back to center and pause. Super. So walk your feet a tiny bit closer together, and then keeping your arms wide, roll up and down along your spine. And as you roll up and down, a bit like before, how do you keep that sense of integrity in your neck and your shoulders as you travel up and down? So you're really noticing what happens in your shoulders as you lift your hips up and roll up along your spine. Can you keep your arms soft, or are you bracing or contracting into shapes in your arms? How do you really stay open and wide while traveling up and down along your spine? Nice. One more time. And then pause on the up. Feet are steady, knees are slightly moving towards each other. Shoulders, I'm going to slightly wiggle my shoulders so there's a little bit more space for my shoulders, and then widen into my arms as I lift up through my hips. Deepen your breath. Are you comfortable in your shoulders? And if not, then I'm going to drop a tiny, like one, maybe half a millimeter down, no, half a centimeter down. And suddenly I'm like, oh, there's a lot more space. I was kind of jammed a little bit in my neck just there. It's very interesting to notice. Nice. Lower all the way down. Bring your palms up until your hands are straight up over your shoulders and your palms are facing each other. And then bend your elbow, both elbows, and draw your elbow and your right knee together. And then lengthen your right leg long and lift your bum off the floor as you lengthen your right leg long and reach your arms overhead. And then bend your knees, touch your elbow and your knee together, your spine lands, and then long. So we're doing zoomies. If you're finding that your left leg can't quite find the support, then move it more towards the center. The closer to midline your left leg is, so if you want to drop your bum down, walk your left foot center, the closer to midline your leg is, the easier it is to take the center of your gravity. Great. Find the length of you. Bend your elbow, bend your knee, stretch your arm, stretch your right leg. What are you doing with your toes? How are your shoulders as you reach and as you bend? One more time. Reach and as you bend. Nice. Land on the floor, pause. Super. Walk your feet slightly closer again. Arms are up towards the ceiling. Bend both elbows. Bring your left elbow, left knee together. And then come up into zoomies. So lift your pelvis as you reach that left leg long and arms reach overhead. Bend your elbow, bend your knees. Or your knee. Reach long. Bend. Long. There's this kind of elastic, boingy feeling that I begin to feel in my belly as I do this. And I just love. It's just really like, whoa, I feel the length from the deep of my rib cage all the way down into my leg. The psoas, the iliacus, the diaphragm, the deep thigh, down into the foot. One more time. Super. Drop your bum down, bring your arms wide. Wiggle your shoulders so your shoulders are really in contact. And then drop both knees to the right. Turn your head towards the left. And then bring your knees back to center. And drop your knees to the left. Turn your head towards the right. Come back to center. Knees to the right, head to the left. And knees to the left, head to the right. Super. Come back to center. Walk your feet so your ankles are together and then drop your knees wide and bring the soles of your feet together. And then I'm going to push my elbows into the floor and caterpillar, as in walk my shoulders away from my hips. And then I lift my head and I lengthen my neck. So my whole spine is long and I feel my whole of the lower back resting on the floor. And just breathe into the deep of your inner thighs. As you check in, is there a side that is bigger, that is more? Is there more weight? Is there more volume? Is there more connection? Is there more sensation? And is there layers that is less on the other one? Less volume, less size, less sensation? So then lift your right foot up and draw it up so that you're reaching down and holding onto the right foot and drawing it towards you. So it's like you just stood on something and you're like, oh, what did I stand on? And so try and look at the sole of your foot. And then stretch your leg up towards the ceiling and try and look at your nails, the nails of your foot. So in the gesture of looking, you can bend your knee and even like hold on to your foot and pull your foot a little bit closer, like you're trying to look at your big toe. You just stubbed your toe. And then turn your foot and try and look at the sole of your foot. You can lift your head if you wish to see the sole of your foot. Drop your head, lengthen your leg, maybe hold on to your knee or your foot or some part of you and try and look at your big toe nail. Nice. One more time. Turn your foot. Try and look at the sole of your foot. Maybe lift your head as you look at the sole of your foot. Drop your head, stretch your leg, and draw your foot as close towards you. So I compress my thigh towards my chest. And I'm going to reach up because my foot is available. And I'm going to pull my foot a little bit closer towards me because I'm trying to see the big toenail. I just stubbed it on a couch or something. Just pause there. You can just hold on to the back of your right thigh and pull your right thigh towards you. Actually do that. So wrap your right forearm around the back of your knee and maybe your left forearm as well, and hug your thigh towards you. And then try and bring your right foot over your right knee. And just sink in there. How would you really soften into that left inner thigh? Nice. Slowly let your left foot come to stand on the floor. And then slowly lengthen your left leg long. So whatever version of lengthening that your left leg does, could be that your knee is really bent, could be that your leg is really straight, or somewhere in between. Pull your right knee towards you as you lengthen into the left leg. And we're going to let the left leg travel. So draw the left knee up towards you and then stretch long into that left leg. And really travel slowly. So you feel, it's almost like the deep hips and the pelvis are like a guitar. And as you move, there's twang, twang, twang. There's different twangs happening. So hear the music of your pelvis, of your inner thighs, of the deep hips. And don't override them. Really go, oh, I can hear my body as I engage it. One more time. Let your left leg travel up. And then let your left leg travel long. Pause with your left leg as long as what feels comfortable. Hug your right knee towards you one last time. Nice. Release both legs. Bring both feet to the floor. Pause. Cool. Other side. So bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. Soles of your feet are touching. And then walk your shoulders away from your lower back. Tuck your chin in. Have length in your spine. And then from here, draw the left foot up towards you and try and look at the sole of your foot. And if you want to, you can lift your head so that you see the sole of your foot. Okay. And then lengthen your left leg up towards the ceiling. And then reach down and hold on behind the knee or your ankle or your foot and try and look at the big toenail of your foot. How would you see the big toenail? Nice. Turn your foot so you're seeing the sole of the left foot. Maybe lift your head as you look. Lengthen your leg up. Hold on to your leg. Pull your leg towards you so that you're trying to see the big toenail. How would you get the big toenail as close to your face as you can? See. Last time. Turn the sole of your foot towards you. Look at your foot. And then wrap your left forearm around the back of your left leg and wrap your right forearm across. So I'm hugging my thigh towards me. I'm seeing what it's like to bring my left foot over my left knee. And just pause there. Allowing that right thigh to soften, allowing the deep of your hips to soften. Now bring your right foot to stand and then slowly lengthen out into the right leg. So it's floating just above the floor. Nice. And then travel. As you draw your right knee up, it's going to bang into your right elbow. And then as you travel out, feel the twangs of you as a guitar. Feel the inner thigh or the deep of your hip. And so include the sensations of yourself. Include the experience of lengthening and how something changes. Something begins to alter as you move. Movement creates movement. The more we move, the more we can move. And it's that sense of moving slowly and with awareness is the secret. It's not just random, it's not hurting ourselves, it's really can I be present and moving And then stuff starts to change. Stuff. Nice. Lengthen your right leg long, pausing, really feeling the deep of your hips, the deep of your pelvis. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Bring both feet to the floor and pause. Super. So roll over and come up into a downward dog. So hands are on the floor, feet are on the floor. And so start with your knees bent and push your hands down deeply and try and pull your hips as far back and long away from your hands. So I feel like I'm really opening into my shoulders as I do that. But listen to your shoulders. Don't force anything. And then pull your ribs back into your body. Draw your navel towards your spine and open and widen again into the lower back, lengthening your hips back and away from you. And then slowly lengthen one leg, bend your both knees, and then lengthen the other leg. Bend both knees. Nice. Maybe straighten both legs. Bend both knees. And as you bend your knees, really feel the pointy of your sit bones moving backwards. Lengthen both legs. Bend your knees. One last time. Lengthen both legs and really engage into your toes and into your feet. In all the standing poses we do, we're always finding that, that inner kind of sentence, phrase. Find your feet, engage your feet into the floor. Find your legs, engage your legs. Connect your pelvis. Lengthen the spine and reach into your arms. Nice. Slowly walking your feet forward. Slowly rolling all the way up to stand. Wow, nice. So we won't do the flow thing because we've run out of time, but we'll do a few standing poses. So we're going to do triangle. So bring your right hand to your right thigh and then step the left foot back. So your back foot's at a 45-degree angle. So bend your knees a little bit to begin. So there's a sense of softness through the torso. So softness through your whole body. Have a bit of a wiggle. So you can move your hips, your knees are bent, torso is moving. And so there's kind of a balance in yoga between a certain kind of engagement, a firmness, and then a sense of fluidity. So how do we find that balance? So push your feet into the floor. Begin to engage your legs by lengthening your legs. Squeeze your bum a tiny bit so you feel a sense of connectivity through the pelvis. Rise through your spine and reach out into your arms. And then glide out and forward with your right hand and then down towards the right shin and reach the left arm straight up towards the ceiling. And so feet, legs, pelvis, spine, reach wide into your arms. Can you find that balance between connection, which is some kind of contraction maybe, and fluidity? So how would you breathe into your body? How would you connect? Nice. Bend your right knee, bring your left hand to your left hip. And really lean into that right elbow and pull your left arm back. You can even, if it feels comfortable for your shoulder, rest your left hand behind you so that it rests close to your right hip, but only if your shoulder feels comfortable. And pull your left shoulder back. Bend your right knee more and feel like you're opening your chest by pushing that right elbow down and the front of your torso is lengthening. Find the baby toe side of your foot on the left. Really engaging into the deep of the thigh on the right. Cool. Turn towards the floor. Bring your left hand down. Drop your left knee and twist. I just love twisting. So dial in your twist first. So bring your thumb to the front of your shoulder and then lift your elbow up. So the elbow moving up will actually move the torso really deeply. And then you open your arm. You can keep your left knee on the floor, or you can lift your left knee off the floor as you twist deeply with your torso. So find your feet, engage your legs, connect your pelvis, rise through your spine, widen into your arms. Super. Both hands to the floor. Turn your toes towards the left side of your mat, and then heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, all the way up. Nice. Other side. Stand to the front of your mat. Left hand, left knee. Step the right foot back. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Soften into the knees and then push down into the feet. Engage your legs. Squeeze your buttocks. Rise through your spine. Reach out into your arms. Glide forward with the left hand and then down to the shin on the left. Not so deep, so you're either above the knee or below the knee. And then reach and widen through your chest. Feet, legs, pelvis. Lengthen your spine, widen into your arms. Where's your breath? Can you deepen and soften with the breath? Nice. Left elbow, left knee, right hand, right hip, or right hand is behind you. But really check in with your shoulder. And then draw your right shoulder back wherever you are and lean into that left elbow to give your chest a sense of opening. Baby toe side of the right foot, deep into the left thigh. Nice. Turn towards the floor, right hand down, right knee down, and then dial in your twist. Pull your left elbow up and then reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Stay here or lift your your right knee off the floor. And breathe. So find your feet, engage your legs, connect your pelvis, rise through your spine, widen into your arms. Nice. Bring your hands down. Come sit on your mat and just roll into your shoulders. It's very sweet. I met some yogis who've been doing yoga with me online, but who I'd never met in person last night. It's really adorable. And then roll in the other direction. It's really, because I feel like I know ye and you feel like you know me, but we don't know each other. We've never been in the same room together. Make fists out of your hands, roll into your wrists. So it was really sweet. And roll in the other direction. Nice. Come lie on the floor. And so when you lie on the floor, I want you to just track, just for 1 minute, the sensations of your body. Your feet, your knees, your hips, the length of your spine, the weight of your pelvis, the way your shoulders rest on the floor, the way your arms are supported by the floor. Can you really rest the weight of your arms down? Soften into your neck. Nice, guys. Very nice to be here. Very nice to move. And ye yogis, in-person yogis that I'll meet tonight. Looking forward to it. And great. And I'll see all of you tomorrow for day 12. We've crossed the threshold of halfway. Nice. Lovely. Have a great day. And great. Ciao, ciao, slán.